All right, so as you recall, back in April, I think it was.
Yes.
Yeah, we talked about replicating your 66, and we're going to start with, kind of like it would have been. Imagine this, 1966.
Okay.
Brand new guitar, right off the line.
Here we go. Wow.
There you go.
I've never time traveled before. It's the first time thing. Look at that. Wow.
What do you think?
I think, even immediately down to the shine, it's, that's so exciting. That's incredible.
You got your serial number up there.
Serial, not mine.
Yeah, just like yours.
Never had my own.
That's now yours.
That's incredible. That's amazing.
It
feels that even you hold the guitar there,
Mm-hmm.
you kind of pick a guitar up there, and there's been a couple of centuries I picked up. Obviously, my 66 was the best, my favorite, and it feels right already.
Oh, good. So the neck feels like
going up. It's it's acoustic sort of hollow guitar. So stuff down there is very important. Like big open chords, I like to play a lot of those. But I use it up here too. Even though it's hard to reach, I go for it, and it feels nice and neat.
Oh, good. Yeah.
That's very exciting, man.
It's got the bridge, same style bridge with the brass wheels.
Incredible. Oh, my name is inside.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, on a sticker. Oh, there's nothing like that.
That's your serial number. The blue one is actually
yeah.
a replication, even where the numbers are staggered, kind of not straight, you know.
Yeah. Oh.
And then your pickup, the Kim
pickup, the noiseless P90, because and I know that's to a lot of sort of P90 lovers that won't sound so traditional, but I love the sound of a P90, but I want to go and play it in all the TV studios and show and venues, wherever we get to go. Yeah. And I don't want sort of lights to mess it up. So I guess I better plug it in and check it out.
Check it out.
Nice one. All right.
I'll let you just play it.
Sweet. Thank you. The action's great. The distance is great. Like it kind of narrows going up there, which is important. It's great because it has the kind of the glassiness, that kind of shimmery sound, and that thickness, and then that breakup. And some of the most important stuff being the kind of simplicity of it, you know. When I first ever saw one of these, it was close to the time that I got one. It wasn't the same day. I went into, it was the first time I went to New York to meet a record label, to for any musical reason. And we went down to Bleecker Street to Matt Umanov Guitars. And I walked in, and behind the counter, sort of down the room, on the right hand side, are all the sort of older, really fancy, kind of special guitars. I suppose the more rare ones as well. There's a lot of sort of 335s and 330s and stuff like that, a lot of Sunburst, a lot of hollow body guitars. And I'm a big fan of a hollow body guitar, but there's often sort of more going on in those guitars than even I want. And this, the 66 one in its kind of faded but still quite bright red, was hanging there in the middle of all of them. I just really liked the look of it. I sort of saw what even looked like a really resonant kind of, but nice and narrow, which you've also nailed here, acoustic electric guitar with one P90 in it. I'm a huge fan of P90s. They're my favourite pickup, and I really was after something where you could kind of get a lot of air moving and a lot of the crackle, but that be it. You know, there's one tone knob, one volume knob, and you don't need. I wasn't after sort of much more than that. I don't really like too much detail. I like all the detail to kind of come from my hands and the show, you know, and the sort of the moment live. So I plugged it into. I asked to try it out, and I plugged it into a little sort of cigarette packet amplifier, one of those gimmicky little things, and it just sounded so sort of fuzzy and funky, and it just sounded great. And this is happening. It's happening again right now, which is the craziest, most exciting thing. It rings out, like it has that great sort of toppy sound. Through this and even bigger amplifiers at more volume, it's just this massive kind of sound. I get a sort of big kind of chug. And it makes it, for me, in my opinion, it kind of makes it warmer and woodier. I guess a few people have had this kind of thing done, and you know, like a signature guitar, and you just turn into a kid again, totally. Like, I'm 14 years old and I'm dreaming about this kind of thing, and the next thing I know, here we are. So it's crazy, and this feels fantastic. And that I've talked about the '66 before, my Century, and it's always the most important thing is what it feels like, because I've played a couple others. I played a '65, and they feel different. They feel very sort of strange, and I guess more than anything, looks are important, but we were going for the same feel. You know, action, string distance, all that stuff, tension. It feels great. It feels like I could play it live, and I don't even feel that about the '65. You know, so I think this one's going to go far as well.